Well, well, well. Well, all righty. Well, I'm gonna go live anyway, so you guys can catch the replay because I'm excited. I hope you had a great day. I had a great day. 12 hours. Told you I had to do 12 hours. So I want to get into some things. Now, I got this thing figured out. So I'm going to play the videos that I want everyone to look at so we could come back tomorrow and do the conspiracy theory on the Biggie's and Tupac murder. But we doing Biggie's murder first. So let's see. Let's see. I'm just so excited. Let's see. Da, da, da. I'm excited. I am waiting for people to come into the chat. I'm waiting for people to come. So anywho, I'm going to get started because I have to go to bed and it's kind of late here. So first of all, I just want to talk a little bit about, lightning strikes again. I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the Biggie. I'm going to show the video of the Biggie, the footage that I want everybody to look at and look at it very closely so we could come back and talk about it tomorrow. So first of all, I watched Rebel Son this morning, his carpool. I call it his little carpool morning chat. I love watching Rebel. This morning he drug Wiley and Treecey. Yes, he did. See, Wiley has been trying to get under Rebel Son's skin, so he decided that this morning he was going to answer him and Treecey both because she talks about him all the time. Because Rebel does a parody of Treecey, and I love it, and I think that's his niche, and I think he should do a parody of everybody. So, anywho, so today he drugged Treecey, and he and Wiley, and they were trying to guess his occupation because he always have on scrubs and he have on a scrub little cap. So after they was, they talked about, what he may possibly do in the hospital, claimed that he said he was a doctor. He never said he was a doctor. He never said what his occupation was. All they're going by is his uniform. So he talked about that and he said he makes more money than Wiley and Treecey put together. Yes, he did say that. He never stated his occupation or where he worked. He just said it's in a medical complex. And I don't blame him because people dogs. So he talked about that this morning. And then he was talking about Treecey and this lady, Tiki. Now, Tiki is a subscriber of Treecey's and Mystery Van. And I think she subscribed to other people and be on their platform as well. So anyway, he talked about that. And this lady came on yesterday because Treecey on her live was talking about a post that she made on Mystery Van, who used to be good, YouTube friends with Treecey, and then they fell out. So she made a post, and Treecey got a hold to the post. Somebody sent the post to what she to Treecey. Now, the lady really didn't say nothing bad. She just felt bad, and she was trying to explain to Treecey. This lady was in tears talking about how much she liked Treecey. I mean, it was like unbelievable that this lady had begged Treecey basically to believe what she was saying, how she was interpreting her post. Now, she liked both of them. So she followed both of them. And she said she really felt bad that they were falling out. And so she made a post on Mystery Van's community page. I think on his community page or some page. Anyhow, Treecey got a wind of it. This lady begged, she was begging Treecey to understand her so much. I cut the video off. I said, this is unbelievable. This is just a subby of hers. And you would do all that just to try to make Treecey believe you. The hell with her. If she don't believe you, that's on her. So anywho, Treecey falls out with everybody. You know, one minute they have pieces, they have babes, they have husband. You know, they love her likes because this is her YouTube family. This is her family. You know, other people have family outside of here. I think this is her family. You know, to be honest, I've never seen her um, talk about family really. I've never seen her show pictures of family. Is so I believe YouTube is her family. So she take things to heart. And this lady took it to heart. And I felt so bad for her. The way Treecey was just, I mean, she was unemotional. She just didn't believe the lady. I told you it was so bad. I just cut the damn tape off. I just cut the live off and commenced to driving because I always catch a live while I'm driving home. So, and then he talked about how Treecey turned on everybody and how she act like she holier than thou. Now, tonight I listened to a little bit of her, and this girl is such a hypocrite. She talked about Fyebabe and everything Fyebabe does that's not acceptable, and she does the same thing. She's the queen of doxing. Now I don't know if she's still doxing, but she was the queen of doxing. So anywho, she had a nerve to start talking about Fyebabe clothes that she had on live, her hair. So I didn't know she had became the YouTube fashionista. I just didn't know that, but now I know because see, she got a new wig and it looks nice, and she had on nice shirt, and she had went into telling Fyebabe how to go to Victoria's Secrets or Lane Bryant and get a good push-up bra that you pay $75. She was just going overboard. Hey Donna, how you doing, baby? She was going overboard talking about Fyebabe. Yeah. So she gets so upset. She's so obsessed with Fyebabe is almost unbelievable. You know, so she was talking about that. So Rebel Son drug her this morning, and he talked about Wiley, and I was just laughing because listen to what he said about Wiley. Wiley always talk about how Rebel Son holds his head to the side. So Rebel Son said, Wiley, at least me holding my head is something I do and is not permanent. He said, but your body is a walking contradiction. I holler. He said, your body is a walking contradiction. You have eyes like a goldfish bugged out. He was saying all this morning. And then he said that he wasn't going to spend too much time talking about Wiley because Wiley was basically an attention whore. He was just trying to seek attention, this and that, this and that. And he said either he's a product of inbreeding or someone was on drugs when they had him. I mean, he went in on Wiley this morning. But that's a little. Now, Treecey, honey, I just don't know about you. I just don't know about you. I'm not going to even spend a lot of time on you because I really want to put this video on. Now, if you're here and you watch it and you're going to come back tomorrow for our conspiracy theory, yeah, right, Donna? Then I want you to watch this video. I got this shit all together. Hey, Shay. Hey, baby. Look, I got it all together. So remember, if you coming back tomorrow night, we are focusing on this video and then we're going to come and talk about it. But I want you to hear something. Remember, I told you that Gene Dill had did security for Puffy for a decade. So he knows some things and he's making his video and he's dropping tea. So I want you to listen to this conversation and then I'm going to turn back to the video. I want you to see the footage of Biggie's murder, and then you'll see why I believe that it was staged. when you hear, focus on listening to the people. Hey, baby, how are you, Shay Shay? Focus on listening to the people before actually Biggie got shot. Listen to the conversation. So I know how to screen share now. Hang on there, and I'm going to show you this right quick. This is Gene Deal and Choke No Joke. I told you who Choke No Joke was. Choke with No Joke did all the videos and stuff for Jay-Z and Puffy and all them back in the day. So he was a big, I guess he was like one of their big cameramen. Listen to this, and then I'll come back with my commentary. So just hold on, because I know how to do it now. Now it's going to take us to YouTube, so stand by. But I want you to watch. I thought I had it. It took me out of StreamYard. Hold on. So here it is. I got it on here. So hold on. Listen to the video. I got it right here, but I wanted to show you. Now, this is Gene Deal and Choke No Joke. So listen.
You can look that shit up. That shit is a major media corporation. You understand? Global media. They got me in that, and I was there
Can you guys hear it?
an hour and a half. They had the vice president and the president. You understand? I had one sheet of all the things that I wanted to do and everything like that. They said they liked the idea.
This
they
is
was
Gene Deal, Puffy executive.
Yo, they said we can't touch nothing that Diddy trying to do about Diddy, but we can go hard on Russell Simmons. So that shows me right there. They know the agenda. They know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? And these cats like Puff.
Now, listen. He said that he went to get a big deal. Did you guys hear it? Did you hear it? Press 1 if you heard it, and then I'll do the commentary. Did you hear it? Okay, so did you hear it? Press 1 if you heard it. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, Shay. Did you guys, Donna, did you hear it? Okay, so listen, that's Gene Deal saying that he had put together this big deal for him. And he went to one of these big, huge production companies. Now, what happened was the deal was actually about Puffy, because I told you that he does his YouTube every day. The deal was about Puffy, but the production company told him, hold on. The production company told him that they can't touch Biggie, but they will do anything he bring to them about Russell Simmons. About Russell Simmons. Now you remember Oprah Winfrey was just about to do a documentary on Russell Simmons, and she got so much backlash, that's what they say, that she didn't go through. But why would this company say that they wasn't going to touch Puffy, but they'll do Russell Simmons? So Puffy is up there. So now Gene's gonna tell you how big Puffy is, and that won't nobody fool with Puffy. That's why I said I'm almost sure. Continue to listen to it.
That shows me right there. They know the agenda. They know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? And these cats like Puff and Jay, who's working for them and doing their deeds for them, they don't let nobody touch them, man. So
They don't let nobody touch them.
They're ready to take their asses down. You know, right. But see, the thing about it is they're not going to be ready till the people stop fucking.
Donna, you right.
You get it? Yeah. Till the people stop people influence. You know what I'm saying? Jay fucking throw this shit up. The whole fucking stadium throw it up. That's all they keep seeing that. They ain't fucking with that because like Jay's a mascot right now. Like a lot of people, they think that he owned the shit that he owned. Not at all. They think that he owned the fucking nets. They don't know that these corporations is using him for his image and shit. And because they know he got the influence in the mind of the people. You get what I'm saying? Check it out. I said this on my show on Sunday. Jacob the Jeweler. You have to get all them niggas a watch. 2 or 3 watches. That work for the diamond dealer who deal with Jacob.
Now listen, he said that they are using Jay-Z and Puffy and to get what they want out of them. Now we talked about handlers because we talked about handlers and that those people high up there. And Donna, you right, because the beef was between Suge and Puffy, and he sacrificed Biggie. But in return, I mean, they sacrificed Tupac and Biggie, right? Now, you heard me talk about the handlers because I really believe this. Now, in talking about the handlers, you notice how Snoop apologized. We talked about that yesterday, how Snoop apologized to Gayle King. Now, you know, Oprah and them, they're up there too, but the handlers are over Oprah and them. See, they don't mind us making money. They don't mind us making money as long as they can control and manipulate us. Hey, Captain. So that was the video of Gene talking to Choke No Joke, saying that they are basically puppets, just like we said. Gene breaks it down how he sacrificed Biggie, how Puffy took Biggie out. And now I thought I had it, but I thought I had it where I could share this screen. Let me see, you guys. Let me see right quick. Hold on. And I'll tell you if it's in my Chromes. Hold on. Give me a minute because I want us to see the footage of. No, it's not in there. God dang it. It's not in there. I would have to load it. But I want you to see this video I was telling you so we could look at the footage of Biggie's murder. And you will hear these people talking about Biggie getting shot. How did they know it was Biggie? But the girls wanted to get out this car, the car that was filming. Now, there was a car filming them getting into the SUV and then them driving off. And the strangest thing is, now, Puffy was in the first car, you know, and Biggie was in the second car. Puffy and them drove off, and Biggie was shortly behind them, just shortly behind them. But Puffy and them went through the yellow light. Biggie and them stops at the light, and that's when the shooting take place. But when you look at the video, look at the guy who was in the back of Biggie who had on the all white. You'll see him taking off, running out the van, out the car. So this is my belief that Biggie was actually killed, shot from behind. But again, it was all made and staged by the higher ups because they control the media. They control everything, that they staged it to make it look like he had got shot from the side of the car. But actually, they say he got shot inside of the car. And how would those people know that it was him who got killed. Biggie got shot. Biggie got shot. How would you know that in that car? That it was Biggie when it was more than Biggie in that car? Now they have, I'm reading Donna. Hey, captivating Christian. Now they have so much money, but they aren't happy at all. If you look at Puff after Kim died, because I believe Puff has something to do with that, he looks awful. He looks like something eating him up. I'm going to continue to say that because I could see right through him. But speaking of the handler, R. Kelly. Now, we talked about R. Kelly, won his masters back. Now, they gave R. Kelly a second chance for bail. They gave him a second chance for bail, and they're trying to take it away. Now, they have new indictments on him. They have supposedly another young girl done came up and said that R. Kelly sexually abused her while she was underage. I told you, it's something. Yeah, see, it is. It's something about this. It's something about all of this, you know? And like I said, I have my belief on it, you know? The handlers, when they tell you to do something, you better do it. And after they use and abuse you, they destroy you. They get rid of you. And they get rid of you in any way. They get rid of you however they want to. You know, sometimes they put you to sleep. Sometimes they just destroy your life. And that's it. But when they get fusing you, like Choke No Joke just said, Jay-Z and Puffy are nothing but puppets for the higher up. Yes, she knows something. She begged Biggie not to go there. Didn't I tell you we talked about it yesterday? She begged him not to go to California because you know we have that intuition. But like I said, Puff had got somebody to he had sent Biggie's friend to coerce him into going to California. He knew it was rough. I don't know, but tomorrow, like I said, we need to look at this Gene deal and we need to look at this unreleased footage of Biggie's murder to see, and to, because all of us see and we perceive things different. So if we come back tomorrow, if you want to, if you don't, that's fine. Tomorrow, I'm still going to break down what I saw, what I'm perceiving, what I believe to be it, because I truly believe that he was sacrificed. I did have a good day. Hey, Too Blessed, I did have a good day, but I was excited because I thought I learned how to screen share. I do, but when you play videos, it knocks you out of here. So I have to be very careful because StreamYard will knock you out when you play the videos. I can show pictures, but when we get into the videos and YouTube, it takes over. So make sure you guys catch Gene Dill show and then tell me what you think about it. Now, that brings me to say this. Remember, I'm not sure who asked me yesterday in here, but they kept telling me about the Kobe Bryant. I think it was Yolanda. See, I think a lot of this is staged and set up. I really do. I think a lot of this stuff happening, the government has control over it, and they are putting out there on television and anywhere else what they want us to believe is a big stage. The production company is huge. The government is big, and I think they put out there what they want us to see. You know, because how is it possible? And there's some strange stuff, but how is it possible in this Kobe Bryant thing that they had a picture that was released before Kobe even died, showing Kobe Bryant dying in the airplane holding his trophies? He's basically coming out the ground with his trophies. How would you do that? I don't understand that. How would you even predict something like that? The Simpsons have been predicting stuff for a long time that's coming true. I don't get it. I don't get it unless they are forewarning us and telling us what's to come, what they plan on doing. I don't get it. I really don't. But again, hopefully we'll look at that. I just wanted to come on here. Like I said, I could screen share the pictures in my Chrome and stuff, but I wanted to screen share the videos. And then, especially when Choke No Joke say this, and then remember, some people might think, well, why is Gene Deal saying all this now since Puffy fired him? But he worked for the man for a decade. But Gene Dill tells you why, basically, in his video, that he's dropping all this tea. Oh, yeah, she was too. Yep. Oh, my gosh, Donna. Oh, my gosh. I was talking to a gentleman at work today. Now, he was an older gentleman. And him and I was talking about the same thing. He was asking me if I believed in the Illuminati. And I said, my kids always think I'm crazy, like, oh, mom, there you go with this conspiracy theory. No, no, shit is happening. And we need to be abreast of it and see that it's happening, but it's so many distractions in this world. Music is distraction. Television is distraction. The government is distracting us. The government is distracting us. No, we don't. No, we don't what? Oh, hey, son, how are you? The government is even distracting us. They're distracting us so they can create laws that will affect us for years. For years. They purposely doing that. So I don't know if anybody ever noticed. I don't know how many of you do. Any of you stay up on politics? Because Captivating Christian does. I know he does because we talked about. But anyway, anytime something happens with the president or in the White House, something big, they do something else to distract us. Yes, they do something else. Now, as soon as this impeachment was coming up, what did they do? I don't know why Left Eye. She might have been sacrificed too, baby. I don't know. I don't know, Donna. I don't know, to be honest with you. But anyway, as soon as something is happening in the White House, they do something to distract us. Uh-huh. They either do something with a celebrity, they either bring out some huge, just out of nowhere flu, some type of strange disease that everybody's running scared of, and that's what we focus on. And while we're focusing on that, they are creating laws, they are placing judges that will sit on the bench for a lifetime of appointment, and they will make the decision in what to do with us. Hey, how are you, babe? Is that Fyebabe? Hey, Fyebabe. Now, yeah, where did this coronavirus just up and came from nowhere, right? As soon as this impeachment trial was taking place. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The government, Big Brother is always watching, and they're gonna always be in control. Yes, they do allow people to be successful in life, but like I said, in that music industry is wicked, and they are in control of it. Clive Davis, and I'm glad because I listened to something Captivating Christian was on the other night. He was on there, and the person mentioned Clive Davis. He's the biggest puppet master of all. Of all, Clive Davis in the music industry. Yeah, it's been a yes, Donna. It may have been around a long time, but here's the deal. Why did they bring it to surface now in the United States? It's been around for a long time, but why did they bring it now? Why did they bring it up now? All of a sudden, it is so lethal now because it was a distraction. Yeah, it was a distraction. Absolutely. I believe that too. I believe that too. I do. I believe that. hmm they're always, you know what? They are so afraid of us, and I'm going to say us, black people, African American, whatever you want to name yourself, whatever you go by. They so afraid for us to become powerful people that they will do anything in their powers to destroy us. Anything in their power to destroy us. And you right, for political reasons. You're right. You're right, political reasons. And that's just the way it is. That's just something we'll have to live with. But I digress because I wanted to talk about these sacrifices. We was talking about Biggie and them. Now, so we was talking about how the Simpsons predicted stuff. So the Simpsons predicted that Siegfried and Roy the Tiger was going to attack them. They predicted that in 1993. It came true in 2003. They predicted that Pennsylvania was going to have that voter machine mix up where the people was voting for Obama and they was changing the votes to Mitt Romney. They predicted that in one of their shows. They predicted that Lady Gaga, her Super Bowl stunt. Remember her Super Bowl halftime in 2017? They predicted that on the show. So how are they predicting these things? I don't know. That's why I think that they just control everything. Yeah, they just control everything. Remember Ebola? But think about it. When did Ebola come out? When it was the election time. Yeah, when it was time to re-elect Obama. Yeah, wasn't it it's during his second term or was it the first? Yeah, whenever election come up, they do it all the time. And we're not focusing. We're not paying attention. We're we are not paying attention. But that's what they do. They do a scare in there, a distraction, and we just fall for it. Now everybody running around with masks worrying about the coronavirus. hmm When it's been out for a long time. Yes, I heard that too. I heard that too. Yep. I heard that now. I don't know. Like I said, I would love to learn because I don't know that much, but they did say they are creating storms, and that's what took place in the Kobe Bryant case. That's what they said. They had created that fog. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, that seems a little far fetched to me. But then a biologist and somebody else came on television talking about where is possible and how they're doing it, how they creating storm, fog, rain, snow, everything. hmm So I could believe, and I think we better stay abreast to really what's going on and research and not be ignorant to what's going on around us because it's going to affect us. It's going to affect us, and I think what they're doing when we talk about politics, I think what they're doing is trying to make it where he's placing all those judges in places so when something go before the Supreme Court and all that, hey, it won't really matter because he has all the judges in place. They putting all the judges in place, and that's what they used him for. Where did a Donald Trump come from? Where did he come from to be president? But they predicted that as well. The Simpsons predicted that. They predicted that Donald Trump would become president. But they also predicting too that he's going to go to sleep, if you know what I mean. I try to watch what I'm saying. But they also predicted that he's going to also go to sleep. So he may not make it through the second term if he wins. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just, I believe, I do believe that something really happened with, that murder and stuff. And I believe everything was just staged. That's just my belief. That's just my belief. you know. But who am I? I'm just one person thinking something in my little mind, but I'm glad that I'm not the only one thinking it. So, people make you think you're crazy, but I'm not. I'm not. Now, with that being said, I wanted to talk about that Biggie thing, but I wanted to also talk about some. Hello, hey, Wigs. I wanted to talk about some YouTube beef. Now, some of you was in here, and some of you may follow these content creators, and some of you may not. But if you know Fyebabe, can you just press one for me? If you follow Fyebabe and Jay Wilson, press one. Because you're welcome to go with I follow them. I really follow Fyebabe. I always say I'm part of Babe Nation because I like her. Do I like everything she does? Absolutely not. Oh, absolutely not. But I like her. So I am. So if you know them, then we talked about the other night on my live. I keep saying we, us in the chat. I talked about that. I believe that Jay Wilson set up this whole QB and Wiley thing so he can break away from Fyebabe. Okay, Angel and Donna. I believe he did it so he could break away from Fyebabe because he was inching away from her more and more and more. Well, finally, she didn't say nothing for a couple of days because she probably was trying to digest what had happened and how she was going to handle it. But then old girl comes back and make that video. And I don't know if you guys saw the video she made the other day in response to Jay Wilson. Did you see it? Put a one in the chat if you already saw it. Because see, I knew she felt betrayed by him. She was just trying to calm herself down and gather her thoughts to see how she was going to answer him. But she answered him. And hey, Angel. Okay, so I want to play Fyebabe. And if you don't know Fyebabe, she's a big YouTuber on her platform. She's big in the beef sector, what they call a beef sector. I am in no sector. I follow people, and if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. I'm not going to give you a quick interview because you're not going to make any money off of me. That's just me. Yes, I like mess. I said it before. We all like a little mess, but after when it gets to a certain level, I can't do it and I'm not going to do it. But listen to her response. If you know Fyebabe and Jay Wilson and you follow them, you didn't see it. Well, listen, Donna, do you follow Fyebabe and Jay Wilson? Because I'm about to tell you, I'm about to let you hear her response. Do you follow them? Well, anyway, she finally responded to him. And this was her response. So hold on and let's listen to old Fyebabe.
Jay Wilson set QB up. This is why I will never fool with him. Ever. I'm not going to be on here pussyfooting around with these fake people, Babe Nation. I'm not.
Hey, Yolanda.
Nope.
Thanks for coming, hon.
Because the truth is, I don't need them.
Absolutely, Donna. She's telling you.
Again? Can I be very honest? I don't need them. I'm not gonna lure myself for no damn clicks and views. Get the hell up out of here with that dumb shit. Excuse my language. I'm not lowering my standards, my morals, my values for no damn clicks and views.
She's talking to him.
You done already sold out. You done sold your soul. You have sold your soul if you are willing to do anything for clicks, views, which translates to money. You already sold out. And it's really sad because we're not even making that kind of money on here to be selling out like this. We're not making that kind of money. And even if I was making $100,000 a month, I still wouldn't sell out. My morals are not on discount. You cannot find my standards round there to the pay less. It ain't never gonna be that damn serious.
Oh, okay. This just a little bit of it, baby. I got you, Yolanda.
The love
That's
of
not what
money
I was
will
talking
make
about,
you kill
Yolanda.
your mama. The love of money will make you sell your booty hole. The love of money will make you set up your husband. Loving money will make you set up your own
Yolanda.
children.
It's only a little piece of it,
When a
baby.
motherfucker love money more than anything else, because guess what? You'll become a pawn in a game for the money.
Now, that was her answer to him. That was her answer to Jay Wilson. Now, here's my take on all this. Wiggs, Cap is your husband. Cap's everybody's husband in here. But anyway, here's my take on this. You have a right to give your money to whoever you want. Those people over there know him. He has said from the very beginning that he's about his coin and YouTube was a business. He's about his coin and YouTube was a business. Now, the problem I have is you do what you want on your platform, but here's my problem. When you will sacrifice a friendship, any type of relationship, even this YouTube shit. Now you talking about coins and you make coins and it's a business and it's entertainment. At one point, you have to think about your moral and values and your character. Who are you that you would do anything for money? Now, we all need money to live. That's just human nature. And we don't know what people's circumstances. I don't know what Jay Wilson's circumstances are as far as his finances. I don't know what situations he have. I don't know how he lived. But hi, Asa. But what I do know is he begs a little bit too much for him, to me, to have a job. Now, I don't know if the brother is unemployed. I would hope not. I would hope not. You know, all of us need a job. I know I work because I need to work. That's just reality. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to pretend like I'm nobody other than who I am. I need my money, so I need a job. So if that's what he does, you know, as a side income or his primary income, then that's why he begs so much. That's why. And his people like him so much, they're willing to help him out. But I'd rather come to you than to jeopardize my friendship or my relationship or my businessship, whatever they call it, than to jeopardize that. I'd rather come to you and say, hey, I need a couple of dollars, or I'm really on here. Can you help me? If people like you, they're going to help you. If I see somebody hungry, I'm going to feed them. If you come to me and I have a relationship with you and you say to me, hey, they about to cut my lights up. Can you give me $50? And I have it, I'm going to give it to you because I want to see you survive. I want to see you do well. You know, so if I can help, that's what I'm going to do. But that begging is too much. And you let Wiley come on that platform, and I don't really care for you, but it was so disappointing that you would throw your relationship away with Fyebabe. Now, everybody don't like her, and that looks good. Hey, Love and Purple Vibes. And, you know, like I said, you have a right not to like her. You have a reason why you don't like her. That's not my concern. Like I said, I like her. I like James, Spill It Boy. I like him. You know, I like Pretty Ricky. And I like other people on different platforms in different sectors. I like them. So I go where I want to go. That's the truth. I don't agree with everything she does. You know, I don't agree with everything Treecey does, but I watch Treecey sometime, you know, and I think sometimes these people get so caught up in this YouTube, they're a little bit delusional. I don't know if they know what hypocrisy is. I don't know if they know what morals, values. I don't know if they know what characteristics is. I don't know if they believe what they're doing is okay when they do some of the shit they do, because they sit there and justify it. They sit on this YouTube and justify it, and you as subbies, and I'm not talking about these subbies sitting here, but their subbies sit there and believe them. How can you believe a person that you saw drag someone's kid? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm trying to read that. I agree with Jay Wilson too. I'm gonna do this, baby, so I can show it. And everybody, I agree with Jay Wilson to a certain point, but one must have a moral compass exactly in order to succeed. Thinking of Escobar, he had 30 billions and couldn't enjoy and was never broke. Exactly. And that's what I'm just saying. You can't compromise some stuff for money, for money. Because if you that money hungry, then you'll do anything. And it'll be hard for you to build a business, a relationship, and succeed at anything because you have fell in love with the money God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when you fall in love with the money guy, you will sacrifice your soul. Yeah. Why you think we see it every day? We see it every day. We see people sign contracts and throw away friendships. Yeah, we see it. We see people, these artists, sign contracts and get screwed over. You know why Puffy screwed Biggie and Mace over? Because he was hungry for money. Yeah, he was no morals. They have no morals. I could talk about you. You could talk about us, Donna. What you mean by that, baby? What do you mean by I could talk about you? You can talk about us. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that a little more? Because I'm confused. You can talk about us. I don't know. But anywho, I'll say this. You have a right to give whomever you want your money. That's your hard-earned money. We don't have a right. If that's what he does on his platform, that's what he does on his platform. Like I told you what my problem was, and I'm not gonna go into it again. My problem is when you sacrifice your soul. The mighty dollar food stamps a lot of peeps up. Oh, I don't know what that even means. I can't, baby, I can't even decipher that. The Mike Dollar FS a lot. Oh, I got it. The mighty dollar F's up a lot of people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Running after money. Hold on, baby. My tablet. I forgot. I gotta plug it up. Y'all give me a minute. Listen to this little music while I get my cord. Listen to this little music while I get my cord. I got to get my cord out my case. I thought it was fully charged. Hold on. Don't hold on, cause I'm coming. My tablet. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay, I got it. Dang, we was getting into it. Yeah. So people will do anything for money, and that's really sad. And so their relationship was sacrificed. But I see that a lot on YouTube. I see that a lot on YouTube that people for clicks and views will do anything because the clicks and views bring the coins to them. Oh, I said I said not the people in my chat. Okay, you said not the people in my chat. No, but what I meant by that, I wasn't talking about you guys. I was just talking about subbies in general. You know, they could do what they want. They could go where they want and do what they want. We don't have a right to say anything to them. Nothing at all. You know, if you want to give your money to, give your money to him. I don't care. But I'm not gonna beg. If you want to give, you give on your own, but I'm not gonna sit there and beg and stuff for your money. And then everybody, I notice not everybody, I don't like to generalize, but a lot of people on these YouTube streets, they do some foul stuff to other people, but they are so quick to call somebody out on it. What's the difference of you doxing somebody than you doxing somebody? Whether you dox the daughter, the cousin, the uncle, or brother, and you doxed me personally, you doxed. You put people's stuff on public platforms. You should not do that. You know, they get so caught up. They get so caught up in doing that, been doing that since Twitter. Oh, is that right? They do that on Twitter too? I didn't know they do that on Twitter. See, I don't follow all that. I didn't know they do that. The hypocrisy is crazy because I listened to Treecey today and I listened to her talk about Fyebabe like a dog. Because her and Fyebabe got their own thing going on. And she talked about Fyebabe. And I was thinking, Treecey, you do the same thing. And she was saying, but you don't see me doing that. Oh, I don't do that. Over here, we don't do that. Oh, no. But you do that because I've seen you do some of the very same thing you calling her out on. You calling Sean Bradley out. You calling Jay Wilson out on it. And now all of a sudden, because Wiley said one time that you was the queen of that sector, now you're all cool with Wiley. So now Wiley is just the best thing since sliced bread. But sis, no, you was just into it with Wiley not long ago. Yes, that's everybody I notice on this YouTube street do the same thing. And they run from person to person to person. And if you can't see when wrong is wrong and right is right, you have a problem. But you fail to look at wrong because you like that person. See, that's not what I'm going to do. If it's wrong, I'm gonna call it wrong. I don't care whether you like me. I really, really don't. I really don't. This is YouTube. My real life is what's really important to me. So I don't care if you like me. I'm not gonna sell my soul for you. You know, I just don't care. So when you sit back, Treecey, and you talk about Fyebabe, and I didn't know you had became a fashionista. I must have just slept on that. I didn't see all the lives, and I didn't know that you had started working, as a fashionista of YouTube. I didn't know that, but thanks for reminding me today when you sat there and you was telling Fyebabe about the bra she had on and about the hair she was wearing, about the makeup and how she was trying to dress young, about the pants. You took that much time on your life to talk about how that girl looked. Then you start telling her, you had a nerve to even tell that girl how to buy a bra and what type of bra. So that lets me know that you went out and brought you a nice bra, a nice new bra. They fitted you for it. Your tits were standing at attention. That's new for you too as well because you focused on her breasts. And so you stood up and started showing how big your boobs are. That's because you got a new bra. And you got a new wig. And that's okay. Okay. Feel however you feel. If that makes you feel beautiful, you are beautiful. But you have the nerve to talk about somebody else. You're the biggest hypocrite on YouTube, Treecey. You're one of them. You're one of them. And just like Rebel said this morning, surely you'll be falling out with Wiley. And then you had a nerve to talk about that you don't do alliances. All these people on YouTube are trying to get, they all trying to get in an alliance with somebody. So do you. So you do the same thing. That's what I mean. You are a hypocrite. You ran over there to Sean Bradley when everybody else had dumped you. You went over to Sean Bradley. And I don't really watch him, but I know you ran over there so you could be a part of Club Chat. But then when they talked about you in Patreon and blocked you, you ran back to your own platform. And if I'm not mistaken, Then you start cozying up to Wiley. Yes, and James. I think you always been all right with James, what I could remember from what I could remember. But then you start cozying up with Wiley. Yeah, because Sean Bradley has shitted on you. And Club Chat. But then this is what happens. I notice if you fall out with a content creator on YouTube, they have loyal subbies. So when you fall out with them, then you take their subbies sometime. So when you fell out with Sean Bradley and he had the subbies, some of his subbies came over to you, and now they're part of you. They part of you. But you was wanting to be with Sean Bradley in Club Chat, but they just didn't accept you. I think they lied and drew you in, and then he used you. And then what did you do? You start exposing all the content that he had gave you behind the scenes. I will never, I would never, and I reached out to a content creator on here, and I'm not going to say the content creator's name, but I told that content creator, I'm not a turncoat. I'm not a turncoat. I'm not recording your phone. I'm not going to record our conversations. I'm not going to get mad at you and run right to social media and tell everything that we did together behind the scenes. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to try to have an alliance really with nobody. I'm a single person. I'm a single person. So that's who I am. Jay Wilson, you another one. Those some of those people go ride with you. But now that you and Fyebabe have broken up, I wonder who's going with Fyebabe, and I'm wondering who's going to stay with you. You're going to lose some subbies. Yes, you are. And maybe she'll lose some because a lot of times the content creators have the same subbies. Who Lily? Oh, hey, Lady Lily. Hey, sweetheart. Welcome to the chat. But anyway, I mean, yeah, welcome to the live, baby. But anyway, now I like to see who's going with who now. And you'll see. You'll see how they move. You'll see how they move. Um, it's all the same. Like I said, you are coming in here for something that attracted you to me. You know, is it because I'm new? Is it because of my personality? Is it because I'm cute? What is it? I don't know, but you attracted to me for you because you see something in me. That's it. You know, and that's cool. But I see how they do this makeup to breakup type thing, and it just bugs the hell out of me. It really does. Because why can't we all just be one, really? Why can't we all just unite and be great at YouTube? Because they're coming for us. They're coming for us. And what they're doing is they're setting us up. Again, there I go with my conspiracy theory. They coming for us. They letting us make oh, thank you, Wigs. I'm cute. Thank you. Appreciate that, baby. They're coming for us because now we are beginning to make money off of YouTube. But remember what I said, they'll let us make money. They'll let us succeed at until they get tired of us. And when they get tired of us, they'll start shutting our asses down. So all this beef that these content creators are doing in what they call a beef sector, they better find some good content. Because when they start flagging a lot of this mess, a lot of people going to be out of a job because it's really a job for some people. They'll be out of a job. Mm-hmm. Because when you get on here and you destructive like that, then you should go. You should go. You should go. So, yep, I'm interested to see what's going to happen in these YouTube street with these little beefers. Hold on. Let me see. Jeopardy, as small as that was to a lot of people, it was actually a big step in enough. It was. I did like that, Donna. I thought that was fun. I sat in there for a little while for the Jeopardy. Jeopardy, but stuff like that is what we need to do. We need to have fun. We need to make the YouTube street educational, fun, enjoyable, and informative for our people. That's what we need to do. You don't have to drag me down. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like me, but you don't have to drag me down. You don't have to stop my bag, try to stop my bag and take bread out of my mouth, or yeah, you don't have to do that. Just stay away from me. But they can't seem to do that. They want to make sure that they destroy each other. But there's a lot of stuff we could do on here. It's a lot of games we could play. It's a lot of kickback and chat we could do that we could learn from each other. It's a lot that we could do on these YouTube platforms. Girl, I know that. Girl, I couldn't believe the way Lady Lily, I couldn't believe the way she was talking about that girl's clothes. Like she was a fashionista. And her ass looking old as dirt. She look old, baby. She look older than me. And I'm certainly older than her. She don't have no fashion sense. No, she don't. You know? But she just had to get on here and talk about her. And because she had a new bra and because she had a new wig. She had been wearing that wig for a long time. She had been wearing it for a long time. Let's see. We like drama as Black people. Yeah, we do. I watch these white content creators collab and make each other numbers skyrocket. Absolutely, Go Pager. Absolutely. They work together. They collab. Now, white folks have, wait. White content creators have problems too. Don't get it twisted, baby. Go Pager, they have problems too. But it seems like, remember, everything we do, they highlight. They highlight. And whenever we get a hold to something, and we're making money from it, they try to take it away. And what do? We give them ammunition to kill us. We do, by some of the shit we do in our community. Even in this YouTube streets. I came here and I was watching it, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I can't believe this shit is happening. Are these people really doing this? Going to these people, businesses, going to their houses, calling their jobs, and putting their, what their health on here, who has a sexual disease and who this are they really doing this? Are they really talking about disabled people? Are they really? It really baffled me at first, but then like I said, what happens, it attracts us, because if something happened over on this platform and they talking about that person, you run over to see what that person does. So it's entertainment at times, but then it goes overboard. Yeah, she's talking about Treecey. Absolutely, they have a beef sector. Just look at that little young boy, the little makeup boy, and Jeffree Star and that lady all over. They have their own sector too. But you know what? They don't highlight it, and then we might not know because we stay in our area. Yeah, so you right, wigs and wigs. We may not just recognize it because we stay in our own sector. So you right. You absolutely right. We stay in our own sector, so we may not know. But the facts remain. I tell you something, and I always look at this and I think about this, and it's very important. It may be kind of boring to you, but I used to work a job. And I used to work around a lot of white people because I lived in North Dakota. So that goes to show you. So I used to work around a lot of white people, and I worked this job, and it was a couple of white people there. They were filing bankruptcy, right? Now they have been doing it for years. They have been filing bankruptcy, and then they would build new houses, buy new cars, kids go to private school. And I was wondering, how the hell are they doing that? You just said you didn't have no money and you filed bankruptcy. So come to find out, it was a scam. But they have been doing it for years and have been getting by with it, right? As soon as the minorities got a hold of it and they start filing bankruptcy and they start being able to build new homes and buy new homes and keep their cars and stuff like that, they changed the way you could file. Yeah, as long as they was doing it, it's fine. As long as they doing something, you guys, it's fine. As long as they going to the grocery store and they couponing and they getting $300 worth of groceries for $50, it's fine. Is when we start to do it. Is when we start to do it. It becomes a problem because then it will help us. See, they're not trying to help us. Yeah, they're not trying to help us. They're trying to hinder and destroy us. And what's happening is they're using our very own people to destroy us. Now, there's opportunities. We talked about Fyebabe's opportunity, and I pray that she does well on whatever opportunity she has. I did a video just giving her a little advice because I really like her. And if you really like a person and you see they're doing something wrong, to me, I'm going to tell you. That's just who I am. Now, you might not like it, and that's cool. Hold on. I know it was cold as a mother up there. Yeah, it was cold. It was cold, but I liked it. Believe it or not, I liked it. Now, my kids didn't like it, but I liked it. Yep, I did. I really liked it. And but I was telling her about, contracts. She was saying she had an opportunity. And I don't know if they trying to do a reality show. I don't really know what it is. The first time I heard about was Sean Bradley was doing a reality show, or they was trying to do some type of show, him and his sect, the club chat. So I don't follow them. I don't know much about them. But when I listen to Fyebabe's news or Treecey or something, I hear bits and pieces of, and they were saying how she's saying she has this opportunity. And I was like, go sis, all right, big ups to you, even with him, and I don't know him, but they have this opportunity. I was saying to her to be very careful about beefing on these YouTube streets because people are watching. And if you guys have an opportunity to do something great and to go above these YouTube streets, then you have to be very careful on how you conduct yourself on these YouTube streets because they're watching. They're watching you. And when you sign a contract, you don't always read that fine print. I know I don't. If anybody in here always read the fine print, put a 1 in the chat. Because I know I don't. I listen to what somebody's telling me. I read the big portions before, but who really reads that little itty bitty print? If you do, put a 1 in here. If you still here, put a 1 in the chat. If you read that fine print, that's so damn small you barely could see it. Okay, so everybody do read the fine print. Great. I don't. I ain't lying. I don't read the fine print all the time. But in the fine print, they always have something that can get you. If you didn't read it, they'll always come back and say, when you say, well, you didn't tell me so and so when I signed this contract. And then they'll say, well, look at paragraph so and so down here. It tells you right here that you can't do so and so, else you break the contract. But how many of us really look at it? We don't. So I was telling her, if you have a contract and you're doing something, be very careful because they're watching. They're watching you. And your behavior on this YouTube streets can void your contract, you know? Now, I'm not sure what it is, but we have to be very careful what we do. We just have to be this is a public platform. Anything you do on here, people see it. And whether you take the video down or not, they record and screenshot it. Yes, they do. One most of the time, Donna, okay, I rarely read the fine print. I know, Angel. I really don't. She doesn't get rid of yup. What? She doesn't get rid of yup. Lily, I didn't read that right, baby. What does she doesn't get rid of yep. What that means, baby? Sometimes you gotta expound on, elaborate. She doesn't get rid of yep. Girl, I could be a little slow. You might be talking in some code talk, but no. So that's the only thing that we have to be careful for. But as far as these YouTube streets, there's a lot of hypocrites on here. I wouldn't roll with them in real life. Mm-mm. To be honest with you, I don't even think I would trust none of these content creators to give them information behind the screen. Maybe that's how they work, but I wouldn't trust them because as soon as they get mad at me, they're going to run on here and tell all y'all what I gave them. So there's no need for me to even get in cahoots with them. Not at all. I'm going to be homegrown. What you guys call it, organic. I don't have nobody, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. Let me see. I think I read it because of what I do. Oh, Donna, yeah. Yeah, but you know what? Just like athletes, athletes, celebrities, and all musicians, all of them, when they get those contracts, hey, we already talked about it. You don't read those contracts, they shoot you that bull. They have their own lawyer in the entertainment business. They have their lawyer working for them. You so anxious to get a contract and to put your music out there, to help you. What happens? You give away your publishing rights. You do all kinds of stuff. If you don't crank out all that music, you owe them all that money back. So contracts is really, you have to just really, really watch them. Hey, Sharonda. Somebody say, hello, goddess. All right. Hello, host. Thank you, baby, for stopping by. Thank you, sweetheart. Everybody say hello to Sharhanda, the goddess. All right, girl. But anyway, so we have to be really careful with contracts and stuff. And we, like I said, I hope that I can be me on here. I shoot straight from the hips. I can care less if you like me because I tell the truth, because I'm going to tell the truth. And that's what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to backbite you. If I say something, I'm going to say it in your face because that's how I live in real life. So I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. If I think I have something to say to you, I'm going to say it to you. I'm going to say it to you in a respectful way. But if you come at me, I'll come back at you. But I'm not here for that. I'm just not here for that. I'm hoping that I bring something new. Now, this is what we're going to do Sunday. You could come back and join me if you would like. Some of you may not be interested. I'd like to see who's interested, though. What did you say, baby? Oh, okay. You was talking to Wiggs. Okay, we're doing a conspiracy theory Sunday. Sunday at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock. You welcome to come if you're interested. And I'll tell you who it's about. The murder of Biggie Smalls. Do you think he was set up by Puffy or the government or Suge Knight? And the reason why I said that is because those were some of the people involved in Tupac's and Biggie. If you think he was set up by Puffy and you want to discuss the video that's being released, I told everybody where they could get the video from and watch the video footage and listen and watch, and we'll come back and discuss it. And that'll be our conspiracy theory night Sunday, and we'll discuss it. And then a lot of people prepare for Monday on Sunday, so I don't know if you'll be involved, but I will come on here maybe every night, every other night, and do a late night chat. And it would be in reference to some of the YouTube streets, some of the celebrities. Now we about to wrap it up. We'll take about 10 or 15 minutes and talk about this. What do you think? What did you think about Billy Porter? And please, no offense to the LGBT, what is it? The LGBTQIA. No offense, none at all. I love all people. What do you think, or if you have any thoughts on Billy Porter going to Sesame Street in his dress? Anybody have any thoughts on that? You could jump in. I know what I think. I know what I think. But did that offend anybody? Okay, Donna, I'll tell you what we have to do in a few. You'll be here to show love. Thank you. So, over the top. I thought it was over the top too, captivating, especially for kids. You know, especially for kids. I know he's dramatic though. Billy Porter is very dramatic in dress. But when do you almost use common sense? What was your purpose on dressing like that going to Sesame Street? I'm not sure where his mind was, you know? Now, yeah, yeah. But I just never, I just can't fathom the reason for him dressing like that going to Sesame Street. You know? I don't know. But anywho, I wasn't impressed with his dress at all. No, I thought it was horrible. I did. I think you can leave that stuff wherever you at. But when it comes to these little kids, don't really confuse them. You know? Oh, the Porter situation. Well, he was invited to, that's a lot though. It is. It is, Angel. He was invited to Sesame Street, and I guess when he went to Sesame Street, his attire was more of, you know, Billy Porter, a long dress with like a you know, hugged in shirt or something. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. So I don't know why he would dress like that. But I think it was too much. And you're right, captivating. It was a little bit dramatic and over the top to be approaching kids because kids don't know everything. So when they see that, you're confusing them. Now, what was his purpose to open the minds of those little kids? I can't figure it out. Was he trying to show those little kids that men could wear dresses? Captivate. I don't know what. I don't know his reason for doing that. I can't fathom a man going to Sesame Street in a dress. I can't. I've been watching Sesame. I was watching Sesame Street when I was a kid. My kids came up on Sesame Street, and I've never seen nothing like that. So I was a little confused. I was. I'm just like, oh, what is really going on? But you know, some people took, they had a problem with it, and some people didn't see anything wrong at all. So we'll just go past that. I do. I thought it was a problem. Now, here's another one. I don't know if you guys following this R. Kelly thing. You know, he was granted a bail hearing, but then again, now some new charges came up, and they trying to hold him in court. What do you think about that? He was granted a new bail hearing. Now, I got a lot to say, you know, but he was granted that bail hearing, and now they're trying to get it denied by bringing up new charges. Anybody have any thoughts on that? The R. Kelly thing? No? No? Nobody have any thoughts on that? I guess it was, but it's not real life, and that's one of my issues with it. What's not real life, baby? What are we talking about? Does the Porter? Yeah, he does, Donna. He does dress like that. Hold on, captivating Christian, because she's asking, does he dress like that? Yeah, he's quite a bit over the top. Yeah, but still, he also dressed like a man as well, like a, you know, just a regular man. So why would he choose to wear a dress to Sesame Street? I thought, oh, hold on. You thought who didn't have any money? R. Kelly? Yeah, you're right, Donna. If he dressed like that all the time, but I don't think he just go around every day dressing like that. I've seen him at award shows and stuff like that. And that's the only time I really seen him dress real elaborate like that. You know, when he going to certain okay award shows. Now about R. Kelly, you thought R. Kelly didn't have any money? I did a video on R. Kelly, and I'm going to tell you, R. Kelly has money. Does he have as much as money he had from years ago? Absolutely not. But R. Kelly has money, and somebody is holding his money. Because if you think back, remember when last year, the year before, he had got locked up and his bail was $100,000 and and they said he didn't have the money. Somebody got him out. Somebody has money of that, guys. And remember, they own his master's collection of music, and they're getting paid from his master's collection of music. And he has a contract. And whether we like him or not, I get it, Donna. A lot of people don't like him. I believe he did some of the things he did do. And I think also he was set up. I think he was set up. But again, that's my opinion and my view from observation of what's going on. So I can't, but I know a lot of people have canceled him, and that's fine and dandy. Again, right is right, wrong is wrong. When you wrong these handlers and you get too above yourself, they will take care of you. But I do believe he still has money. I don't believe, captivating Christian, that he's broke like that. Absolutely not. No, no. Because again, somebody has his music masters. He either sold it all to Universal Publishing Group, or he sold a percentage to it. So, okay, you said a woman paid it and she was suing him for the bail money. She'll never get it back. Not in Chicago or wherever he was. She'll never get that bail money back. She paid it and she was suing for. I heard that too. I just don't believe he's broke though. What did you say? R. Kelly has about 51 cents. You think so? You right. Now he gotta pay a lot of these attorneys and stuff. So you might be right. I don't like what R. Kelly did, but I know he wasn't born with these feelings. I believe that he was molested, and some people who were molested as children offend others. That's true. He did state that he was molested and stuff like that. And I also think that, here's my take on it. R. Kelly has been in the music industry since 1992. They discovered him. From 1994, right? He married Aaliyah in like 1994 or 5. She was underage. So these people knew who R. Kelly was. They knew who R. Kelly was. So you allow, and this is what we was talking about earlier. I don't know if you was in here, Yolanda, when we talk about the handlers. Who handle these people? How far would they let them get before they rope their ass back in and tell them who's in real charge, right? They knew R. Kelly had been doing that for over 20 something years. Now, why all of a sudden this Me Too movement come out, right? And then mute R. Kelly comes up. Why all of a sudden now you guys want to take him down? He's been doing this for years, 25 years, and nobody ever decided to take him down. That don't seem strange to you? She owned the daycare business and she lost many clients. Absolutely. So you don't think that's strange to you? That all these years, over 20 years, this man has been doing this and no one ever decided to bother him until 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. That's strange as hell to me. You protected him this long. The handlers protected him this long. They protected him. And now all of a sudden, something happened and they pull the rope on his ass. Like he was attracted to her in a great detail. I was done. Really? Yeah. See, some sick shit might have been happening in his family, though, y'all. Now, I want to stay right there. Many people covered for him. He was set up too. Yes, I do believe that. They covered for R. Kelly for years. He had at least from 1990, because I looked it up, I did a little bit on him. He had from 1994 to 2012, he had sexual abuse cases that was paid. He paid those people. Yes, he did. So, and it went away. Excuse me. And it went away. Oof. Excuse me again. But he paid those people. So now that he done paid all those people to keep quiet, and they did, NDA, non-disclosure agreements, they did that. And this young girl decided that she was going to disclose the information anyway, Geronda, after he had been paying her for years. Remember, he was paying Geronda Pace for years. And then when the payment stopped, she decided to void the non-disclosure agreement. That's what happened with her. But he had been paying her. These attorneys have been paying. His music label had been paying these people. So what happened for them now to go after him? Hey, baby, what's going on? What happened? Anybody know? Because I'm curious to know what happened all of a sudden. After 20 years, you guys wanted to go after him and bring all these charges, and all these people now are cropped up. Now, I believe that Azriel and her family is full of shit, and Jocelyn and her family is full of shit, and some of those other women's. Now, I chose not to watch the documentary. Yes, I chose not to watch it because I think a lot of them was full of shit. That's just my opinion. Because if you're a parent, and I'm talking about the Clarys. I'm talking about the Clarys. Hold on. If you're a parent, why would you turn over custody to one of R. Kelly? She employees. She worked for him or something, but come to find out she was a handler. Remember the word handler? Yeah, we got a lot of handlers running around here. She was a handler. Why would you turn over custody of your daughter to her, knowing that she was in the presence of R. Kelly, who you now decide is this big monster? He was a monster then. He was a monster then. He didn't just turn a monster after the money stopped. He was a monster when he had money. He was just a money with monster. He was just a monster with money. So I believe they set him up. And I believe they set him up because he wanted his music masters back. They own it, and he wanted it back. See, somebody, after all these years of him being ignorant and not knowledgeable of what's going around, because he was just living this big lavish life and he didn't care. He was in a fantasy world. After that, somebody hipped him to something and he wanted his masters back. Just like Mace wanted his back, just like Prince wanted his back, just how Whitney wanted hers back, and they know where to be found. That's what I believe happened. So they sent someone to set him up, and he fell for it. And he fell for it. Hold on, let me get these. Let me get these chats. Hold on, let me get this. His stranger self came out, and they was like, he at the point of being helped. Really? You think? Thank you. That's exactly what I said. Everyone knew about. Yeah, all of a sudden, you guys want to take him down. Shit, he been a monster for 20 years. He's been messing with kids for 20 years. Aaliyah, where was your parents at when he married you? Now, the mom says she stayed abreast of Aaliyah and she stayed with her all the time. Diana Horton said that. She said that. So, where were you when he married her? Do y'all honestly think that Aaliyah's mother didn't know that she had married R. Kelly? Do you really think that? If you really think that, put a one in the chat, because I'm confused. He should have been helped years ago. But for the money, and people turned a blind eye on absolute, because he was paying those people. So they chose to look the other way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now that the handlers, his money running out, and the handlers are swooping down on his ass, everybody want to tell. Everybody want to tell. No, I don't believe he's broke. No, I'm going to tell you why I don't believe he's broke. I did a video about it. He's not broke because he has a music collection out of this world, just like Michael Jackson would have never been broke. Whitney Houston wouldn't have never been broke. Prince wouldn't have never been broke, because they have music masters. But here's the deal. Do they own the masters? That's the problem. Do they own it, or the publishing companies own it? See, R. Kelly had a music masters, and that's the publishing rights. That's the publishing's copyright. So their music could go on for years. So just because they said they mute R. Kelly and they pulled his music from streaming, they have a contract with him. They can't just break that contract. And it will behoove them not to break it, in case all this shit he's vindicated and he come back out making music. They make millions off of him again, unless the handlers is tired of him and they want to destroy him. Then they'll never let him come out, and they'll never let him make music. What did you say, baby? Hold on. Let me read this. Let me read this chat right quick. Nikki M is never going to be great again. She defended her brother, and that was a no-no. She could have done so behind the scenes. I'm beginning to, Yolanda, I believe that might have destroyed her career too, because they put it in the forefront. It was going on the same time R. Kelly was, and they like, how can she defend her brother? So you're right. And that's what I'm saying, Yolanda. Her mother accepted the money. And I believe that the Clarys accepted the money too. They accepted the money, and so did the Savages. And now they just jumping on a bandwagon, trying to act like he just kidnapped their kids, their daughters, basically, and held them hostage. No, boo-boo. Y'all were getting paid. Azriel is a very manipulative, smart girl. Remember? She spoke on the Gayle King show. She did all the speaking. So Azriel is very smart. She's very, sorry. I hit that thing. She's very smart. She's very smart. And I think that her parents used her. But what happened is, I never believed the mom didn't know about the marriage. Me either. I believe that he is wealthy but cash poor. Yeah, that could be possible. I believe the powers that be said him. Hey, Yolanda, that's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. They are considered in our group. In our group, we call them the handlers. And see, the handlers let you get money, let you live a good life until something happens, and then they'll rope your ass back in and destroy you. Those are the handlers. You call them the powers to be? Right. They're the handlers. We call them the handlers too. No, Prince didn't own his masters. No, I don't think he owned his masters. Are you sure, Donna? I thought Prince was trying to buy his masters back. It's a big thing in the entertainment industry where they sell their kids. Yeah, it's been going on. Who do you think? Listen, I know y'all. Here we go with this crazy stuff, but I ain't gonna tarry too long. But who do you think party on those islands? Who do you think was partying on Jeffrey Epstein Island? Who do you think party over there? With young kids. Yeah. You know why? Right, there you go. That's why he changed his name to a sign. Yep, Yolanda, you are so right. That's why he didn't leave a will. Yep. Yep. Oh, he did own it. I didn't know that. He wanted back the Purple Rain Masters. Oh, it was just that one particular Masters. But you see what happened. He died over an overdose too. Michael Jackson died over an overdose too. They seem to just die over overdoses. Isn't that strange? He left here knowing that it would be a chaos for years. By the time they get it figured out, no one will care and he will be about worthless. Oh, really? But you know, those artists are worth more dead than alive. That's what they say. I didn't know Prince owned his masters, so that's my bad. I didn't know he didn't own the Purple Rain Masters. Okay. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But what I do know is they set R. Kelly up. He fell bait. Now everybody, they're making money now off of him by all these documentaries. That's what they doing because now he stopped feeding everybody and everybody want to turn, they want to turn on him. They're making money now by going on all these platforms, these shows and everywhere. And what else? Whatever they could do, the documentary little series and stuff, that's what they making the money off anyway. But no way in hell I'm going to sign my 16-year-old daughter over to somebody in R. Kelly's camp, knowing what he was about. If you thought that she was going to commit suicide or some crazy stuff like that, then I don't know. I think I would have took a chance versus, and I don't even think that that girl really tried to commit suicide. I think is all a ploy. I think it's all a ploy. That's just my opinion and my thought. It just don't sit right in my guts. It don't smell good in my nose. I think they're full of shit. I do. I think the Clarys in them are full of it. Especially him. He out here threatening folk. So, and if you carefully listen to the words of the song, they tell us what's going on subliminally. Yep, you do. In all this music. Yeah, yeah. You right. You right. Subliminally, it tells us everything. Yeah, Prince owns most of his masters. He wanted Jay-Z to take them over, but no will was in place. Yeah. Jay-Z, the other one, the other big dog, simply because they can't just come straight out with it. Oh, okay, okay. If I had a talent for singing or acting, I would not pursue it for profit. It's too dangerous. Yeah, because I done seen some. Listen, I done seen some videos where some of these young kids begging to get out of contracts, saying that they didn't think the music industry was and that it was wicked. Y'all know that little boy Osiris, he begging to get out the industry. And he wanted to say something, but he know is only but so much you can say. What is that kid name? Osiris somebody? Oh, somebody Cyrus. Anybody know him? He begging to get out the industry. Yeah, he scared shitless because he done seen some stuff that he didn't know that was gonna happen by him signing the contract. Yeah. Yeah, he said the music industry ain't what it is. We ain't rapping about God or nothing. You can't talk about drugs and women and hoes and bees and say it's of God. The music industry ain't of God. And he went on this big rant. 2 weeks later, and this no lie, you guys look it up. This is why I told you the handlers are watching. 2 weeks later, the kid was locked up. Supposedly his girlfriend had called the police on him for choking her or something one night at a party. Yeah. They are strange. And it seems like they getting a little stranger, Yolanda. I know who y'all talking about. Y'all talking about the bee and the hubby. Yeah. Yeah. No, they scared. These people are running scared now of the music industry. Is demonic. And like you was saying, Yolanda, if we listen, was it Yolanda? I think was saying if we listen very closely, the music has it's yeah, listen real closely and we'll hear some stuff in that music. It's subliminal, very subliminal. Look how Justin Bieber, look how he went and then came back. Let her out of the contract and look what happened to look at Lil Wayne. Look at Taylor Swift. She's still in the battle. Now, Taylor Swift was really good. She was riding high. Remember a couple of years ago? We ain't heard much from Taylor Swift. That's because she in the battles because she want her music masters back. And we ain't heard much from her. We haven't heard much from her. Did y'all did y'all just hear? You guys wasn't here to hear the tape between Choke No Joke and Gene saying the same thing, that when they get finished with Jay-Z and Puffy, that they'll do away with them. Right now. They doing what they need to do because what are they doing? They're luring their people and they put them in front of us to lure us in, to destroy us. Yeah. Choke No Joke. Did you guys not hear the recording I just played? With Chuck No Joke and Gene said the same thing. As soon as you guys ain't listened to this, Gene and Choke say the same thing. Jay-Z and Puffy is just puppets. And when they get tired of him, when they get tired of them, they too will sit their ass down. Right now, they're allowing them to shine. But eventually, I didn't know y'all wasn't in here. It wasn't very many people when I played this Gene Deal thing. Now, I just want you to listen at what Gene Deal and Choke No Joke is discussing. Gene Deal, if you wait, hold on.
So you gotta get your just due right there. Look. You know what I'm saying? Yo, niggas, I get in Puff ass with what he did to other niggas, man, but I got my check every Thursday.
He was saying how Puff never wronged him. But the reason why Gene Deal is telling on Puff, because he dogged other people out, like Biggie and Mason. And that's why. Oh, Lil Wayne looks so bad, man. They done drug that little baby through the mills. Listen.
Right. You can look that
listen.
Shit up. That shit is a major media corporation.
Listen for the ones who wasn't here.
They got me in that, and I was there for an hour and a half. They had the vice president and the president. You understand? I had one.
Can you hear it?
All the things that I wanted to do and everything like that. They said they liked the ideal. They whooped the whole 9 yards. Yo, they said we can't touch nothing that Diddy trying to do about Diddy, but we can go hard on Russell Simmons. So that shows me right there. They know the agenda. They know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? And these cats like Puff and Jay, who's working for them and doing they deeds for them, they don't let nobody touch them, man. So you know that until they ready to take their asses down. You know how right. But see, the thing about it is they're not gonna be ready till the people stop fucking with them. You get that? Yeah. Till the people stop and do it the way they do. People influence. You know what I'm saying? Jay fucking throw this shit up. The whole fucking stadium throw it up. As long as they keep seeing that. They ain't fucking with that because like Jay's a mascot right now. Like a lot of people, they think that he owned the shit that he owned. Not at all. They think that he owned the fucking nets. They don't know that these corporations is using him for his image and shit. And because they know he got the influence in the mind of the people. You get what I'm saying? Bro, check it out. I said this on my show on Sunday. Jacob the Jeweler used to give all them niggas a watch.
Did you hear that? They're not going to bother with Jay and Puffy because they are the influencers. But soon they get tired of those Negroes, they go, in other words, cut them at the knee. Yeah, that's exactly. Now, Gene Dill, for those who hasn't been here, who haven't been in the chat, to follow Gene Dill was Puff's security for a decade. Choke No Joke ran with Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and all of them. And now they have YouTube channels, but they are dropping tea on both Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Diddy. Now, Chuck No Joke was saying, and he have proof, he had the video, was showing where they were over on the island with all these young girls. He got a picture of Dame Dash with all these young white girls and all these and the supermodel Naomi Campbell was there. You had 45 there, Jeffrey Epstein, and I don't know if y'all following the case of the girl Virginia who just went public on what Jeffrey Epstein did to her when they caught Jeffrey Epstein, indicted him, and put him in jail. And then he supposedly hung himself because he had that black book. But those very same people was on his island with them young girls. Mm-hmm. And so Gene Deal is telling the truth. I believe he's a good receipt. Now, do I think he embellished some of it? Perhaps he does, but I think he knows a good part of it. So the Gene Deal show and Chuck No Joke, those was them two telling us the deal about Biggie and Puffy, and that right now they are the influencers for us. For us. Yeah. So I know you follow Gene Deal. Who followed Gene Deal? Jay-Z is still suspect in it. Yeah. Yeah, they speaking facts. Them Negroes know. They speaking facts. They know what happened. And that's why when Mace called, now remember, Sunday, you guys gotta watch this stuff if you gonna come back for the conspiracy theory hour. We gonna say it's an hour. That's why when Mace called him after he asked Puff to sell him back his masters, his publishing rights, his publisher, after he asked him that and he refused to, and he asked him, he wanted to give him $2 million to Puff, and Puff rejected and said he would sell it to the European man with the highest bidder, the highest bidder, the highest bidder or the European man, right? Soon he said that, Mace calls Gene Deal and start talking. So what I think is that Mace was firing a warning shot at their ass. He said, because I don't mind. I'm not scared to tell the truth, Gene. You know what happened. You need to tell the truth. You round telling people that you took picture with the person who murdered Biggie. You and Puff took pictures with him. He came unglued. But this is what make me think something too. Some things that make you go, The next day, Gene made sure that he put out a video. He was adamant about Mace not being involved with that murder or being around. That's strange. When he told him, he said, if you gonna tell it, Gene, tell the truth, because I'm not afraid to tell the truth. Now, I said, Mace, he shot that warning shot. Now, he may die for the cause, what he believe in. He might, I don't know. Hold on, let me get these. I know that Diddy set up Pac too. I can't stand him. He is going to get it one day. My question is, why would Steve Harvey not send his daughter to Desert Island for dating Diddy? Ain't that strange? Ain't that strange? They all be hanging over at that island, and that's why they got rid of Jeffrey Epstein, because they didn't want Jeffrey Epstein to tell on everybody. Oh, I know he wish he could get rid of 52. But has anybody noticed lately how bad Diddy look? Diddy looks really bad, like something, and I know I said this before, but because this is what I feel. He looks like something is eating away at him like a cancer. And I don't know if it's that Kim thing or the Biggie thing is coming to haunt him. I don't know if Mace talked to him behind the scene. I don't know if he falling apart with the handlers or not. Because like you heard him, the handlers will let you Do what you want to do until they get tired of your ass, and then they'll cut you off at the knees. Good night, Donna. Thanks for joining me. Donna, good night, sweetheart. Back to you. Hey, if you go come Sunday, Donna, make sure you watch that video. Mace better be careful. That's what I said too. I said the same thing. I wonder how long Mace gonna last after he did that. But like I said, it was something that made me go, that Gene knows, because Mace said, Gene, if you tell it all, tell the truth. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. And then he made that video like Mace had nothing to do with it. I keep saying it again. Mace had nothing to do with it. Like he was reassuring Mace. Mace, I'm not about to say nothing. Oh yeah, they all know. They all know. They all know what happened. They say that you got to listen. They say Tiny was at the scene. It was Tiny. And you gonna hear some girls in the car talking, saying, I got to get out. Let me out. Let me out this car. I got to pee. And they saying, wait, just wait a minute. That sound crazy to me. Like, wait, no, I just need you to chill a minute. Like they know. Good night, baby. Like they knew something was about to happen. Y'all watch that. It's called the unreleased footage of Biggie Smalls murder, and it'll show you the murder taking place. Yep, he do. Gene tell you about that too. I keep saying Gene because Gene is dropping it. You was with that man for 12 years. You know that man knows something about Puffy. He know the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you heard him say, and Choke, no joke, said the same thing. Wherever they go to try to get a job, they won't mess with them. Won't nobody give them a contract or a deal. That's probably why they on YouTube. Telling it all. Because they already blackballed. Yeah. How involved he was in Pac's death. You know what, Yolanda? Okay, so you guys, I got to get ready to wrap this thing up because it's getting late and I know we got to go to bed. It's been fun. It's been very enjoyable. I really, really appreciate you all that engaged in the chat. I love you all in the bushes. Thanks for coming. But listen, I'm gonna wrap this up. If you want to come back Sunday and talk about the the Biggie murder, was it a setup by Puff? Did the government kill him, or did Puff set him up? Coerced him to go to California, where his mother didn't want him. They already knew they had beef. He already knew Suge Knight and Puff had beef, but he wanted Biggie to come so bad, and just so happened Biggie gets killed. And Biggie said prior to that, I feel like somebody's gonna kill me. I feel like somebody's gonna kill me because he had betrayed Puff by writing Little Kim's lyrics. Yeah. Now, if you follow, but watch that video, check out Gene Dill. I told you the name of the one that I want you to watch that we gonna talk about. It's called The Biblical Betrayer of Biggie Smalls. It's The Biblical Betrayer of Biggie Smalls on the Gene Dill Show. The mark is 18.0, 25.5, and 14.20. I mean point, but you know what I mean. 1428, not point, baby. 1428, and then at the 1808 mark, and then at the 2505 mark, you will hear what we're going to talk about. And now he named this video. Goddamn, I'm getting sleepy. He named this video The Biblical Betrayer of Biggie. That's a heck of a title. And then he has some other videos. Check that out. Check out that unreleased footage of Biggie's murder, and we will come back and talk about it. And then what we'll do after we go through this, like I said, all of us perceive things different. And I just want to know if anybody in agreement what I feel and what I see. That's all. We'll be our own little detectives and investigators into these murders. That's what we'll do over here. That's what we're going to become, detectives, like what? Detectives and investigators right here on my channel. don't forget. Thank you again. I appreciate it. If you have any comments, comment below and let me know. If you need these sites or anything, these videos, let me know. Oh, good, Yolanda, we should be good. And then after we do this, then we'll try to do Biggie. But let me tell you what I really want to do. Whitney, Bobby, Christina, and Nick. That's no mistake that all of them overdose. Trust me. But we gonna do Biggie first, and then we'll move on, and then we'll make that our thing where we bond together. Again, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I go live. I enjoyed you all. Thank you so much. It's time for me to go to bed. I gotta pull another 12 tomorrow. God bless you all. Stay safe. Thank you. Out of here. Peace. Did I miss any? Good night, baby. Good night. Yolanda, thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad that park will never go. Okay. Yeah. So good night, babes. You guys enjoy. I have to work tomorrow, 12-hour shift, and I'm getting tired too. But don't forget to put a comment, hit that like button, because that like will get me noticed. And so for sure, you'll see me when you pull up YouTube if I get enough like and subscribers. If you have a friend, a family member, you like what I'm doing, invite them over to our house. Hey, I don't mind the company. I don't mind the company at all. So tell them, say, hey, come on, let's kick back and relax and spend some time with Mz.Teavalocity 2.0. I gotta go. Bye. Gotta go. Bye.